welcome to Anno 1800, a game I'm so excited to be playing. But let's jump into it first, and then we can talk about it. So I'm going to choose to do the campaign, which is something I have not done. I have played Sandbox in both the closed and open beta, but I'd like to see the story now, so let's go ahead and continue. We'll stick with more guidance for now. Then you could choose your icon, and I'm going to go with this lady. There's some that you can unlock down here, and then these three you can unlock from points you earn in Uplay, because I have it on the Uplay launcher, opposed to the Epic Store or Steam. So I'm going to go with this lady. And then we can design our flag and choose our colors. I don't know, this one? I'd like to go with this one, but I'm pretty sure one of the people we will be competing against has that same exact logo, so I think I'm going to go with this guy. And then obviously I'm going to go with blue. Let's go with continue. Choose extra skins for your vehicles in game. These skins can not be changed once the game starts. And this is additional. Okay. I don't know what the normal one looks like, so I guess I'll go with these cool ones for now. Let's go ahead and go with the normal, but looking through the expert or the custom is pretty interesting. You could change different presets, and you could see everything you changes the difficulties up here. You could change all the things about your map, the characters in which you compete against, and you could see that these guys are easier, and then you can choose these guys who are more difficult, and it'll bring up your game difficulty. And then you could choose which traders are available, what pirates, all kinds of things, your incidences that happen in your city, how severe things like fire are, what kind of ships you start out with, and what conditions you can win at. So that's really cool mechanic to kind of build what you're looking for. But I'm going to go with normal for this first playthrough.
Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything? I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is.
Ooh, the shade. Look at our little boat.
Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Still some dynamite left.
Alright, so fetch the dynamite from the lighthouse. Left click on the ship to select it. Right, to move. I got it. Let's move our little tiny boat.
Just get plenty of distance on the throw.
Okay. So we went ahead and picked that up. Let's click on the dynamite to select, and left click to where you want to throw it. Okay. Interesting. I'm curious about this. Hard to read because of tear stains. Oof. That doesn't sound good. Alright, let's go throw it over there. Left click. Hoo-yah!
You do have an eye for opportunity. After all, it's not TNT the locals are short of.
Do be quiet, you. Alright, let's go ahead and pick this up.
What the chimichurri was that, Boom?
Nothing. Let's go ahead and pick that fish up. I guess we need to get a couple more.
All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Sounds super tasty. Oh, I can't do it again. Alright. I'll probably need to select this first. And then, let's go ahead and throw it one more time. The endeavor.
A bird with a spear would be faster.
You be quiet, you.
Even more roasted fish.
Yay!
All the blistered fish they could ever want.
Mm-hmm. Ah,
With
and
that
then
first bang, I knew it was you. So, come show me what you got this time.
I got 3 tons of fish. You want it?
Ah, that burnt reek. Ugh. Hand over whatever it is and I'll help you get rid of it.
There you
Here
go.
are your tickets. Hurry, drifters.
Whew.
The boat is leaving soon, and nobody wants you to miss it.
Thanks, buddy. Away from the new world. Back to the old world we go.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
Such support.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
That was quick. Yeah, that looks a little rough. The graphics, though, are fantastic.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Our poor, sad sister.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Oh, shut up, Edvard.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
Apparently.
No matter so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
I like the result is just like
Your
leave.
sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
Yeah, I would assume since I left the city for this. Chapter 1. A Tale of Two Brothers.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company? On that disheveled island?
It's quite an island.
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family.
We need a marketplace.
We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
They'll be able to reach a marketplace without roads. Good. So yes, this is Anno. Housing is essential, as I would expect, yes. This is something I've been waiting for a very long time. Not all that long, but it feels like it's been a long time. Let's go ahead and move that guy. This is going to be one of the first times I ever play any sort of first impression, and I'm only willing to do it because I have played the gameplay even if I've never seen this part of the story before. And I'm super excited to see how this works. Let's get some more houses
Do
down.
you remain here out of spite?
Yes.
Or is this some futile attempt at competition?
He thinks you're trying to undermine
As
his
you are so
business.
desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased to hear the cost of that fantastical funeral falls to you.
Such a good brother.
Miserly, uncharitable dastard, picking and choosing what he inherits.
Yeah, that's how these kind of people work. Alright, let's plan that house right there. You don't need to produce everything yourself, you can just pay others for it instead. Select the goods you'd like to purchase in your trading menu, then click to select purchase in the trade mode. Determine the quantities you'd like and you'll automatically acquire them from other parties' trading ships. This took when it wasn't really well explained in the beta the first time I played. I'm like, what is happening? What are people taking from me? So you can click on this and then you can either balance it, so if you get above this point, like if I was to say 20, if I'd get above it, I'd sell, and if I'm below it, I will purchase. And then there's also the option of purchase up to that point or to sell beyond that point, which is usually what I do. I don't often buy from other people, but I might not have a choice. Let's see, we need to get ourselves some timber. Get an overview of this whole thing. It's a pretty good forest over there. What's over here?
See what slander Edvard Prince and Bright Sam's.
I don't know. Oh, here we go.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens. I am so ashamed of every single word your uncle had me print.
Well, that wasn't very nice of you to print it then. Edvard Good speaks of bold new era for Good and Sons, nobly bearing the burden of a terrible traitor brother dropped at his door. Traitor dies mysteriously in prison. Couldn't face the humiliation of trial, miserable few at funeral, still more than Judas ever deserved. Island sail calamity, empire rocked by the sale of strategic island. Young queen faced first major crisis thanks to Samuel Good's act of treason.
He twists every article in his favor at our and father's expense.
Mm-hmm. Oh. What is this? Need more people before you can demolish these ruins. Ooh, neat. Okay. Anyway, we need to get some wood. At least get that planned.
Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state.
Okay.
So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up.
I know we just made you guys move here, but can you clean up whatever was here beforehand? Thanks. Ruin Residence District, select object. Okay, it looks like they're already doing it. After the tin rush, so the place went to dust.
Morning is
Got it.
eased. Now we have others for company, sibling.
Sure. Let's go ahead and pick up this stuff.
It's been a hard day of labor for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
Build a fishery. Okay.
Game saved.
We got one heck of a coast. Lots of options in space here. Let's go ahead and put it out here, so it's not in the way of ships trading. So we'll bring down this path like so. And then we need a storehouse, if that's what this symbol here is. They all need to be connected to a warehouse, as she is telling us now. Go ahead and whoop, throw up some wood. A road. All goods will be delivered to the warehouse and become accessible to the whole island, which is amazing. I've played a lot of games where you have to manage it, like, okay, can you carry some of this material across the island so they can use it? Nope, it's just always available. Is this still at 100? It looks like it. Yeah. Because it has to do with how much forestry is in here. If it's too low, they'll have to grow a forest to get up to that 100%. Alright, so let's start building up. We've got a marketplace that... Ooh. Oh, we can put down a chest. Oh, cool. And then we've also got a memorial. Okay. I think these are rewards for having played it or from the publisher that I'm using. There's also 2 different ways to look at this menu, which I appreciate. You can either do by people, because they'll need certain things before they can evolve into the next tier, or you can just do it by this mode. And I actually found that I've switched between them both. I don't like have a strong preference for one or the other. So, let's get some more houses. You can see there's more space, even if we don't have all that many people yet. They can fill up the
We are
houses.
running low on timber, but there's plenty in the ruins. We should clear some to stock up.
Okay. This guy, maybe? Or do you have a specific one you'd like me to clear? Clear road. Oh, alright. I'll just select that and see if that works. Ah, no, she wants me to clear this one apparently. Just a little bit. I just want the cabin, not a whole town's worth of timber. I guess I am low on timber. Oh, and then the next stage, we have the wood, and then we'll need to start actually cutting it. So put that there.
Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin.
That would be good, yeah. A bit morbid, but, you know, understandable. An extra road there, just because it looks nice. Is there... okay, and that's not cutting into the forest part, which is good. And then these will all use this your warehouse. You can also check everything in here. Do I have selling on? Okay, let's not. Just remove that. Otherwise people will start coming by and take all of our wood. I've done that a couple of times where I've like clicked into that menu incorrectly and it end up selling way more than I intend. Because I didn't intend to sell in the first place, you know. Ah, okay, so we can get rid of that one. I wonder if it has to do with how many people are in the town and what area they can clear out.
A new milestone.
Yay, we're a village! Happiness is impacted by many factors like access to luxury goods. You can check these factors in the residence menu, which I think is just clicking
Helping
on
us
this.
to demolish the larger ruins. Let's breathe some life into this place.
Oh, yep, see it, that was the problem. So we can go over to the happiness
Everything
and
you've
see.
built so far consumed wood. We'll be needing more of it to continue.
Oof. Alright, so we also have to keep track of... Go into materials here. You can see it takes 15 seconds for wood and 15 for timber, so we're good. But soon you'll need like 2 for 1 kind of deal, so you need to pay attention to their time. Let's go ahead and clear that if we can. Or is that still too big? Ah, that one. Okay. The one further away first, please. Right now. Alright, we've got some more timber.
Game saved.
Clear the market district. Doing so. Small warehouse, connect, trading post, or warehouse on street. I always forget that I need to wait.
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest. And maybe wet their whistles.
I think some snaps would be good. Okay. So we're going to need to make a potato farm. Guess I'll just put it here for now. And then you get to choose where your farms go, which I think is a cool touch. So get it like this. Maybe like this. 4 more. 2. Stick those there for now. And then I'll put decoration here once that's opened up under the oh. Yeah, see, it's not open yet, but you'll be able to put like trees and stuff right there. So that it looks nice. 70% for a minute. We need more farmers and a pub. And let's check here. That's not unlocked until we have enough people on our island. We only have 110. And what this means is I have more people than I have jobs, which is a good thing, I suppose. Don't want to have more jobs than people. Alright, let's go ahead and build up this. Another block of houses. And then, yeah, we'll have to build another warehouse to get this to trigger, I think. I must have placed this too early. I wonder if moving it would work. Like, wow, look! A trading. No, okay. It was worth a try. Let's figure this out. We still at 100 over here? Indeed. Okay. And we've got the marketplace. I'll probably put one of these maybe here. Yay!
Rare for promises to be kept. Thank you.
It's not a very nice thing to say. Some more houses. Yep. Go ahead and move this. I'm a mess. And then obviously run out of materials. There we go. And then the cost for moving stuff depends on the difficulty, so since I'm on the normal difficulty, it doesn't cost to do this, and I get all my materials back for demolishing. And then if you go up a step, it costs you coin to do those things. And then 1 tier above that in the hardest, you can't do those things, period. I mean, you can demolish, but you don't get anything in return. But you can't just pick up and move stuff. Which I suppose makes sense. I want to see if there's something from maybe the pub that will fit here. So we've got notifications. Let's go ahead and turn off system ones. I don't need to know that my game was saved. Thank you. And we've got our quests, any warnings. What else do we got? So we can set up trade routes between like here and there. As you can see, there's a ship actually coming to our dock. If we look out in the fog, can't see anything yet because we don't have any ships to start clearing this out, but there may be a ship coming in soon and they'll come and buy stuff if I'm selling, but I'm not. We also have diplomacy, in which we don't have anyone to be allying or at war with, so we can't see anyone there, but as we start discovering people out on those islands and such, we'll get that filled out. The people need new clothes first. I'll require a supply of wool. Oh, you'll require a supply of wool from sheep farms. An option already? Oh, look at that. Let's get a sheep farm. I guess over here then. Like so. And we'll put out our cute little sheepies. I love getting down and looking at the details, like the grass and the little sheep out there, the people carrying stuff. And you'll get like quests from your citizens, and there'll be things like find my co-worker. You gotta come down and like pause and kind of take a look through your town, which I appreciate. Though there was one where I had to find a pig and I didn't. I spent like 20 minutes looking for that pig and I couldn't find it, so they were disappointed in me, but I tried, okay? But yeah, let's look at the ship menu. Yep. Knitters will come next, but you'll be able to pin these guys and send them around and go to war and trade. And oh, you can see a ship silhouette over there. Just the little sails. I wonder who's over there. But alas, we don't have a ship to do that yet. Let's go ahead and, so 30 seconds, so that's equal. Let's go ahead and put that here. Some more roads. It's a pretty awkward space.
When I look into your people's faces, I see trouble. Make sure their misery doesn't become a problem.
They're very unhappy. Can I place the pub now? Oh, I can. Okay. Let's see if this helps you guys. Can I turn it? No, it won't fit. Alright. Like so then. We'll just throw maybe to there, and then I'll put like plants here once they're open. I'll be able to upgrade these to cobblestone streets eventually. Firefighter seems like a good idea. So let's get one. How does this sit? So I want it like so. There we go. And we can't afford to make it though. We need 4 planks. Alright. Soon though. Look at our little town starting to develop. Oop. Now I should be able to build it. Very important. And then I can even, eventually, once they are trained, you can send out extras when there's events that require extra people to fight the fire. Which I appreciate. Oh, let's go look at these guys. I just love the detail of them carrying around stuff, and then they have horses to carry goods. Just like the details in this game are amazing. And I think, is it this button? Yeah, I can go to, in essence, close all the HUD and just look around at everything. It's so pretty. I'm a sucker for games where the ocean's really pretty. Like, once you get to the new world, oh, it's so nice. Ooh, I forgot about this. Let's get some timber, and we can potentially get this guy built. Yes. So can we get rid of this yet? No? Can you tell me? Okay. What about that guy? Ooh, yes. Can I do multiple? What about this one? Ooh, I can. Not that one though. But at least we'll get these 2 out of the way so we can start clearing out this weird fog that's like hanging around. Ooh! So they've got like a blocked off area. That'll be fun to see what the quest is for that. Ah, look at all of this. These are resources. Iron. Oil. Coal. Very nice. Oh, and there's clay. We're gonna be needing that soon. Oh, look at this river though. Got like a waterfall and everything. That's so pretty. And a lot of fun. Not just pretty. But it is that. As is the music. Yeah. It's a big island. They call it small. But it's really not all that small. There's a lot of space here. But I suppose maybe in comparison, let's go look at this, guys. My computer may bog down for a second. It already has trouble with this game, nonetheless, recording it as well. So we'll try to take it a little slow, but my god. That is crazy. What is this?
Commerce and industry.
Oh, be quiet, you. I don't really care about you, I just care about this building. Ah, his mansion. This is his home. Gross. I hope you just sit in your window and watch us grow to be better than you. Look at this. This is how crazy the towns can get. Mine never gets like this. But it can, if you're skilled enough. I love the... That's something I struggle with, is making it pretty while I work. Because I'm just like, plop down all of the builds. Good enough. There's like lovely walkways that turn into some serious pollution on the edge of town. Engineer. I was curious what the next tier was. What? Weapons? Simmer down now there, buddy. Is that a house? Ooh, I wouldn't want to live here. Trees are like dying. What's this? Oh, a warehouse. Okay. And it's cool because I think you can watch your competitors and stuff like growing. World Fair. Neat. But yeah, you can start seeing them build up their towns as well. Wow, it looks so nice up here. Do I get that fence? I don't think so. I think this is like a whole thing that they just... just for this. Just for that cutscene. Is this our father's Here's where our father's buried, I think. Sorry I didn't make it back in time. I was kind of across the world, and sailing's not fast. But I tried, okay? So yeah, that's a potential goal, maybe? But that's what you can do with this game. But we'll go back to our tiny little place over here. Just admire our little start. They look happy. Look, they've got a little band going. Right there. And they'll throw festivals sometimes. So, that is around-ish the first 30 minutes of this game. Thought I'd show that off. I'll probably continue the series, but this will be the only time where I haven't played the storyline, because as soon as it's done, I'm gonna go start a new one and play for myself. So, yes, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode and it was informative on just a little bit about Anno in the start, and then next week we'll continue just like regular. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, I hope you have a wonderful day.